D11 Sports presents St. Luke's Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Today for East Penn Conference basketball action, we got a great one for you. The Pocono Mountain West Panthers with a record of 7-0 in league play, 8-2 overall, taking on the Allen Canaries. They come in with a record of 5-3 and 10-3 overall. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis with you, and welcome to our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. And Ben, it doesn't get any better than this on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, this is a great Saturday afternoon game. There's a ton of talent out on the floor, and it's going to be an up-and-down game with some of the best players in the area.
Well, as we take a look at this matchup, we take a look at Rich Williams in his fifth year. They're coming off a win against their rivals in Pocono Mountain East. They've won 5 in a row after their loss to Reading in a close one. Christian Furman is everything everyone's talking about.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and he can do it everywhere. You talk about triple-doubles, most of the time you're thinking about points, rebounds, assists. Well, he's got points, rebounds, blocks. It's insane.
He's coming off a 43-point school record performance against Pocono Mountain East. For Darnell Braswell in his second year, they had won 5 in a row. Now they lost to Central Catholic 63-57. Nate Ellis, one of the best in the area, current MVP.
Yeah, he can do everything. He's a point guard. He can bring the basketball up. This year they've been doing a lot of things, moving him around the court, having him come down off of pin downs and running the two-guard spot. So he's been everywhere on the court, and Pocono Mountain West is going to have a tough time finding him.
I expect a great matchup. High school basketball, East Penn Conference, our D11Sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Pocono Mountain West, Alan, yours next.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
We are back here at Allen High School, so glad you could join us. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis with you. Our third member of our broadcast team is Derek Moore. He graduated from Allen High School a year ago and did a lot of sideline reporting from us. He's at Northampton Community College, and he's down on the floor now with his first report. Derek?
Thanks, guys. I talked to both coaches during the pregame. Rich Williams of Pocono Mountain West said he credits this season and the growth they've had over the summertime when they played better competition like Philly schools. Sometimes it was a rough night for them down there, but he credits their growth for this season, going into this season. I talked to Coach Darnell Braswell of Allen. I asked him, how does his team respond after that loss against Parkland earlier in the year? He said they just got back to the fundamentals, like details, the fundamentals of putting in the work, and he credits that for this season. The teams, they're 10-3, they're looking for their 11th win, and they're still in the hunt. If they win today, they get their district spot. So I'll back up to you guys.
All right, Derek, thanks a lot. And no question, a win today against this team. Obviously, the mountain's high, not talking about Pocono Mountain, but it is. They got their hands full with a team that's a very good basketball team coming in.
Yeah, it looks like Pocono Mountain and a lot of teams seem to think that they are the team to beat in District 11. But, it's kind of interesting looking at some of the standings for the districts, and Allen's sitting at the third spot. They've just had a couple, tough losses against Emmaus and Parkland and some of the bigger teams. But in their division, in that West Division, there's 4 of the top 6 teams in District 11. So it's tough sledding in that west side.
Well, you look at these two teams and, two coaches talking to each other. They have respect for one another, and they know down the road they're going to meet maybe a couple times That's what they're hoping for anyway. And, you know, we're talking to Rich Williams. Obviously, they want to get to that district championship, and they want to win it in Christian Furman's senior year.
Yeah, you know, that can sometimes be a little bit too much pressure sometimes, being able to put that on your team when you got a player like Christian Furman, you know, knowing that you want to get that district title while he's there and attending that school, because those players don't come along very often. But they seem to be playing without that pressure. They seem to be having a lot of fun and being able to play in a good rhythm with him.
Well, as we look at these matchups, obviously an opportunity to see both of these two teams out on the court. Before we do, talk to both coaches, and they threw out their keys to the game, and obviously an opportunity for them to set the tone early in this one. Talk about both teams.
So if we take a look at Pocono Mountain West, we talked about Nate Ellis, and they want to limit his touches. But like I said, it's going to be difficult to try to find him. They try to lose him in space and pop him open for some key shots. If you look at Allen, they're going to try and limit Furman's touches as well, and sometimes that can be done with some of the pressure that Allen will apply. But, you know, we talked about previously, Pocono Mountain has a great supporting cast, and they got two guards that can really handle the pressure and knock down some open shots when they have them.
You know, while we're in January and we're right in the, you know, you've coached for a long time and you know it. At what point in the year, you're going to say, you know, right when we tip off the season, but at what point in the season is like, okay, guys, we should be together here and this is our team moving forward? I know you get better each and every time, and that's the goal of every team. But that being said, when do you want to really be at your peak?
I think this is the time when it starts now. You know, in the beginning of the season, you're still trying to find your way, but you always want to be peaking at the end of the season. This isn't quite the end of the season, but it's a lot of the times where Allen's going to be seeing Emmaus, Parkland, the teams in their division a second time, and you want to see how you fare the second time you're playing these teams. And for Pocono Mountain West, you're going to be playing tough teams like Allen, you know, look maybe into the playoffs, like you said. How are you going to be able to see how you show up for those games now?
Well, great Saturday afternoon to watch basketball. If you're sitting back, grab the popcorn. We should have an interesting matchup between these two teams. How about Rich Williams brought his team out, and he knows Christian Furman coming off a performance against Pocono Mountain East, 43 points, 15 rebounds, 8 block shots. Then against Emmaus, 25 points, 20 rebounds, 10 block shots. Those numbers are really unheard of when you think about them.
Yeah, they're eye-popping, and you know, you look at 43 points, and Nate Ellis put up 42 the other week. We got a lot of players in this area putting up some big scoring numbers, but when you look at a guy who can get 20-plus rebounds regularly, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, no question about that. And with that, the opportunity to see a lot of talented players. You know, you look at Darnell Brazos. They won the championship last year. They came in, but they lost Mel Copeland. They lost Anthony Rondon. They lost Manny Ozuna. So they lost the quality players. But on the other side for Rich Williams, and he told us, you know, we got Furman back, really. You know, and not everybody really graduated from this team. So, but at the same time, when you have a guy that's 6'10", who was thinking at 5 schools, Temple, Penn State, Pitt, St. Joe's, and he chose Virginia Commonwealth, those are some big schools that he was choosing, and at 6'10", he feels excited about where he is right now. Right now, we pause in honor of America with the playing of our national anthem and the William Allen Marching Band. I want to thank Randy Attia, the fine athletic director here at Allen High School, for his hospitality and putting us up here. We're so we're so in a perfect position where we can lay out another table, maybe some spread. I'm surprised Randy didn't bring up like 3 pies of pizza, some cheesesteaks, and everything else. We got a lot of space up here.
Yeah, little snacks to get us through the game. It'd be nice.
Just throwing that out there because I know Randy's probably listening over there. If not, maybe Dave Michael will do it as we get ready. So take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams as we bring them in, and we'll start with Pocono Mountain West. They'll go with the 6'2" junior guard and Julian Pagan, Justin Love at 5'9" junior guard, Davon Smith, 6'4" junior guard, Ethan Sakwa, a 6' junior guard, and Christian Furman, a 6'10" senior forward for Allen. Eli Vigo, Nate Ellis, Dimitri Rogers, Leandro Pena, and Robert Johnson, 6', 5'10", 6', 5'11", and 6'2". You talk about that size right off the bat. You say, well, where's that 6'10" guy for Allen? These guys come once in a blue moon. Obviously, when you 6'10", I remember back in the day when one of the greatest players to come out of Allen, and Ray Barbosa, went up against Aaron Gray in the district championship. Aaron Gray standing almost 7 foot tall, and and then played at Pitt and then played in the NBA as well. But you don't usually see 6'10" guys in our area.
Yeah, and not only do you not see 6'10" guys, you don't see 6'10" guys with the athleticism and the mobility that Furman has. Coach Williams talked about that he hasn't hit a 3 for them in a while, but he has that capability. And he's to be able to put the ball on the deck and get to the rim as well.
I don't want to start today's game without, it's officials recognition appreciation month. We posted something on D11 Sports a while back, and we really appreciate everything that officials do because of that. Greg Dura, Andy Donatelli, and Kyle Hutnick are your officials tonight, but just everything that they do. We talk about basketball. You're playing basketball and fans are yelling, screaming. They're calling the whistle before the whistle. But these guys have that dedication. These guys have that for the team.
Yeah, they definitely take pride in their craft, and it's one of the toughest things to do. And I always talk to my players about that. The game moves so fast, and they're trying to call that game as it's moving. It's really a challenge, but you got 3 great ones tonight to be able to call this game.
So Rich Williams in his 5th year, Darnell Braswell in his 2nd year. I came in today, Doug Snyder way, one of the best coaches around without question. After retiring, he had that ceremony, 100 years of Allen basketball. And think about the tradition of Allen basketball when we talk about it. 25 years with J. Mala Swords. Then I think it was 25 years, J. Bernie Crum. Then J. Mala Swords. Then John Donmoyer. Then Doug Snyder. So the joke that Doug Snyder said during the ceremony was, well, Darnell, 25 years, 25, 24, 23 in that range, you got to go at least 22, 23 years. So Darnell's, seeing, he's like, I'm in year 2. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he's definitely got a chance to make that kind of run. He knows the tradition of this gymnasium, and I know that he's super excited to be able to have this chance to be able to coach his alma mater.
Glad you could join us here on D11 Sports, our Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis with you. Get ready for the opening tip. Andy Donatelli has it for us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy 2 of the best teams in the area. One's getting better as they go. The other one's getting better as they go. You know what that means. May see them in the postseason making a bigger run. We are underway, and it controlled here by Pocono Mountain West. Taken on the outside by Malachi Savage inside. First shot by Furman off the mark, but the rebound is good by Savage.
You can tell right away that size advantage. They sent 2 guys to box out Furman, and that left number 23 to be able to get that rebound and finish it off. So, that's going to be a key to this game is those offensive boards.
Dimitri Rogers with the basketball just underway from Swords Gymnasium, Donmoyer Court.
Here they have Ellis off the ball here, trying to run a set for him.
That one just taken away. Great job picked up by Pagan, and Pagan will coast in, and wow, they slapped that one away. No goaltending call. They get it right back, picked into the hands of Davon Smith.
That was an incredible play by Vigo to get back and get up and get that block.
Little baseline jumper. That one doesn't go. Furman with his first rebound. Furman with his 2nd rebound. He goes up and scores.
Great job of keeping it high when he got those boards, too, so nobody could get the ball and strip it from him when he brought it back down low.
4-0 to score. That one off the mark Allen gets it back momentarily. That one popped away, and another steal. So back-to-back turnovers for the Canaries. Not worrying about that, just firing home the three. That ball loose, doesn't go in for Savage. And loose. End-to-end, can't go. Second one, that one a block.
Ellis wishes he had that one back, gave Furman a chance to get back and block that shot.
Here's Furman down in the post. You know, we talked to Coach, he'll earn this from the free throw line. You know, didn't play really as a 7th grader. 8th grader, he was just, you know, average and stuff like, you know, where he was, but he's really picked up his game. He's really gotten thick, too, real big.
There's Furman just dominating those boards again, keeping the ball high, just like he talked about. He worked on those things and really took to the coaching and the training that he was given.
He's at 54% from the free throw line coming in, averaging just over 22 points a game.
And that's an area that's going to be key for him because he's going to get fouled a lot. If he can get that up into the 70s, that's going to be huge. Goes 2 for 2 there.
So 6-0 lead to start things off here for the Panthers.
Really trying to deny Ellis the ball here. Coach Williams talked about how it's a luxury to have Furman back there. His guards can really get out and deny the passes.
You know, you're Ellis, you're 5'10", you're giving literally a foot away. 6'10", if you drive the lane, depending on what you're doing. You know, Ellis obviously can do it from the outside with the 36 three-pointers.
Yeah, and he'll have to be creative if he does get into that paint area as to whether or not he's going to finish or find another guy rather than challenge Furman.
Driving the lane, a little floater, doesn't go by Vigo, and the rebound goes to Justin Love. 5:30 on the clock. 6-0 your score. Another thing that we talked to Rich Williams about was the three-point range. That one's short for Furman. He can hit it, but has not hit it. Nice behind-the-back pass going through, and one. Great move down underneath. Gets Allen on the scoreboard by Dimitri Rogers.
Yeah, great move, great finish. He made sure not to look back. Furman was coming from behind, but he did a good job of focusing on the rim and finishing that off. Now he's got a chance for a three-point play.
So Rogers misses. And it's 6-2 here in the first quarter. Down to Furman, just turning around, maybe not get the positioning that he wanted. Once and done, outlet pass. And that one knocked away. Second block of the game for Furman.
Yeah, you can see Allen's putting an emphasis on getting out on the break and trying to beat Furman down the court so that they can get some of those fast break chances. But Furman sprinting right down the center of the floor, being able to get that block.
We're approaching the midway point of the opening quarter, down to Furman. And they'll get a push down low on Jaron Johnson.
Yeah, Coach Braswell talked about limiting the touches to Furman, but Pocono Mountain West right now is running really early offense to get him the ball as soon as possible, and he's getting a lot of touches early in this game. There's a double team that was able to take the ball away, and here they come quickly.
Leandro Pena scores for Allen. That's the lead to 6-4 at the 4:19 mark.
Here comes that fast break chance. Good Euro step through for the finish. Allen's doing a great job. I'm very impressed with their commitment and the team's commitment to focusing on doubling Furman and doubling him at all times. If they're letting him catch it and then they're sending the double team right away, when a shot's up, two guys are going to block out Furman. That's very impressive and a challenging thing to do.
Your thoughts here early on in this one. Allen now squeaking their way in. Again, it's early, but if you're Coach Rich Williams, you really want to set the tone. I think they have set it, and we've seen a lot of Furman here so far.
I think they want to keep getting those touches. But it seems like Allen, they may have been, a little starstruck to start. But I think they're realizing maybe their game plan is gonna keep them in this game.
(6-4), right around the 4-minute mark.
Double team again, causing the turnover.
This one goes off of Allen.
Yeah, they gave it right back. You want to see Pena give that basketball up. Ball moves faster when you pass it as opposed to dribbling. They might have had a fast break layup chance there again.
Driving through outside. There's a three that we talked about he can hit, and he does. And, Ben, you know it as anybody else. You start adding that to your repertoire, that's dangerous.
Yeah, when you're tasked with having to guard him and you got to deal with his post-up and bang with his muscular body, and then he can step out and knock down that three, it's almost impossible to guard.
Allen can't convert. It's a 9-4 game, up by 5. Biggest lead was 6 to start the game at 6-0.
Now you got more room now that you got to come out and guard him in that area.
That's a tough fadeaway jumper, and he still gets the roll. Starting to heat up. He's got 10 already.
That's great touch, and again, that three, just like you talked about, gave him a space to be able to go one-on-one a little bit, and that was great touch on that fadeaway.
Rebound here by Furman. Trying to add to their lead. Up already by 7 with under 3 to play here in the first quarter. Oh, Furman showing his range. 2 threes in the quarter for Christian Furman, 9 for the year. It's a 10-point game.
The confidence is just growing now with him, too. You can see him getting on a roll. (14-4) in favor of Pocono Mountain West. Almost a steal, and they do get it. Picked up there by Justin Love, and then a whistle and a foul. Yeah, just when it looked like, Allen was going to be able to keep this close and be able to kind of turn things their way. You got Furman stepping out, hitting 2 big threes. That's not something that Allen probably accounted for in something that he was going to be able to accomplish.
A 10-point game. Furman's scored the last 8 points. Inside, Furman again, and tries to pass that outside, but there was no one there in the turnover. And Ben, sometimes you're looking at, where your player is going to be, and you're just going to pass that way as a big guy, correct?
Yeah, you're expecting guys to be certain places. I think he was looking for a kick out, and his teammate cut to the basket as opposed to staying and keeping that space at the three-point line. But that's maybe the 3rd or 4th turnover based off of the doubling when he catches it in the post.
They're trying to drive inside. There's nowhere to go. When you see the big man, there's the 3. That one will not fly by Rogers. 4th rebound of the game for Furman.
It's got to be a luxury to know defensively that pretty much every time a shot goes up, Furman's going to come down with that rebound, keeping them to 1 and done.
Another turnover here by the Panthers. But if you're Allen, only 4 points to show for it. Furman with the rebound. And we're down to the final minute and change of quarter number 1, controlled here by the Panthers. Panthers undefeated in league play. They have 2 losses on the season, one to the defending state champion in Reading, where they lost 56-45, and the other one the opening night against Lower Merion, 63-61.
And those are 2 of the top teams in the state. So, when you look at those losses, those are losses that, they look at those and they want to be able to compete with them at the end of the year on that state level.
Driving through the lane, no. Justin Love. Here comes Allen in transition. Lost the handle momentarily. We'll pick it back up, and Vigo will reset the offense here for the Canaries. Back to Vigo. Has a wide open look at a three and drains it. 13th three-pointer of the year for Eli Vigo.
It's a big shot. They needed that, and it looks as if Vigo's finding a lot of openings in that defense with it so focused on Ellis.
Ellis still looking for his first points of the night. This one in the lane.
Yeah, it was a nice floater by Pagan there coming off the screen and roll.
16-7, back up to a 9-point advantage. Final 10 seconds, inside look, and the basket is good. And on the other end, won't go. One in the books, 16-9. You're watching our D11sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine at 16-9, Pocono Mountain West. Back after this.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever. At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
We're back here at Allen High School, J. Mollisores Gymnasium, 16-9 after one. It was an 8-0 run. Furman with a solid first quarter. How about 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 block shots? You say that's pretty good?
Yeah, it's a pretty good stat line for a first quarter. He really dominated that first quarter, and Allen's lucky to be here with a 7-point deficit, but I think they're in this one here.
That one knocked away. Another turnover by the Canaries, and driving through will earn it from the free throw line. Will try to anyways, Justin Love.
There's another benefactor of that ability to be able to get up and get in passing lanes, knowing that you got a shot blocker like Furman behind you. Pocono Mountain West guards really doing a good job of putting pressure on Allen. And here's a guy, Love, averaging 17 points a game to go along with Furman. It's huge to have that 1-2 punch when you're a basketball team looking to win a district title, looking to go far into states. Just giving yourself a chance being a well-rounded team.
So Love converts, 1 of 2. Darius Brandt, the last basket for the Canaries. Way downtown, Ellis, no.
That might have been Ellis's first shot. I'm not even sure.
I think you may be right. There's Brandt, that one's short.
Savage for Pocono Mountain West is really making it tough for Ellis to get anything going. And you can see Allen just getting pushed further and further back, having to settle for longer jump shots.
Second quarter action. Glad you could join us here from Allen High School. Two teams expect to be the next defending champions against a team unbeaten right now in league play in Pocono Mountain West.
He got a touch inside to Furman again. He was immediately triple teamed and fouled on the kick out.
His first, team 6.5.
Remains an 8-point game. Allen's never led. Nice pass underneath. Great dish from Furman over to Pagan.
so impressive. Everybody in the gym knew that they were going to be lobbing it to Furman. He was able to get that basketball, immediately triple teamed, and he found the inbounder coming back in for a layup. It's very difficult for big guys to be able to know where they're going to go with the basketball. Here he is fighting for position, gets the ball. There's the triple team, quick find. You know, it takes guys like Joel Embiid years to figure those things out in the NBA. That was very impressive that he's able to know where to go with the ball so quickly.
Quindell Bryce, who's helped train him since 8th grade, has really taken him under his wings and teaching him a lot. And you can tell he's gotten in the weight room as well, and just a totally different player from even the beginning of last year to now. Tough shot for 3. Won't drop for Pena. Will come the other way. 19-9 to score. That one slapped away. Great job defensively by the Canaries. That one was pulled away by Robert Johnson. Nice dish across. That one gets slapped at first, but the rebound is good by Darius Brandt. He's got 4.
That was a great find. Furman came over for the block, and rather than testing him, he found the wide open guy underneath to be able to get the finish.
Inside, no. Rebound. Nice pass, and that one taken away. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Wide open look at a 3 from up top. That one rims out. Rebound. A second effort here by West. That one doesn't go. Third chance. That one picked up. They'll kick that one outside. 3 chances for Pocono Mountain West, and finally they'll drop in 2 by Davon Smith.
It's almost always you give a team 3-4 opportunities, they're going to finish one of those off. They got to do a better job making sure that they come up with those rebounds.
You know, from up top here, but we just get such a good look at how they, you know, both teams, you know, run their offense and just kind of where they're positioning it right now. And a great job on the shot, but just altering it each and every time is Nate Ellis has not had the opportunity to get anywhere loose.
Yeah, he hasn't. He just needs 1 or 2 to go down to start to get into a rhythm and start to get into a groove, and that'll make this game a little different. Pace of the game right now really favors Pocono Mountain West.
Furman with 2 more. He's got 14. And that is the biggest lead of the game, which is now 12. So a dozen here with 4:10 on the clock. Glad you could join us here for our D11Sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Aldecarlo Bentanis, Derek Moore, Dave Micah. Thanks, the Sports Fan Base Network, as always, for their production of our live streams on Tuesday night, Whitehall and Freedom, and then on Thursday night, an opportunity to go back to where you coach, your stomping grounds, and Southern Lehigh and Notre Dame, which expects to be a great matchup. 2 teams that really are playing great basketball right now.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be fun. You know, you watch Notre Dame put up 92 points. It's pretty crazy, but they're going to be going to Southern Lehigh's gym, a little bit different atmosphere there. And, you know, Southern Lehigh's doing a good job of playing some solid defense, keeping teams around 40, 50 points. It's going to be a big contrast in styles there.
You know you're not allowed to jump on the court, right? You realize that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be impartial, but it's going to be tough.
You go in there right into the locker room. You're not allowed to do that. 23-11 here in quarter number 2.
Allen had the pace going their way for a little bit, trying to get up and down, speed this game up, and you know, Coach Williams did a good job of reeling his guys in and trying to run some sets and get Furman touches again.
Rebound by Furman. 23-11. You know, really patience. We're not seeing that, you know, both teams running up and down the floor. Here's Furman trying to clear traffic. And we'll shuffle this fleet. And just as I say that, they collapse 3 guys on him, and that changes.
Yeah, they do a good job of pushing them in when he catches that basketball. And Pocono Mountain's West spacing is very good, but they got to take advantage and be able to knock down a couple of those threes so that they can't double so quickly.
Nice dish, waiting at the last second to get rid of it, and does to Robert Johnson from Nate Ellis.
Nate Ellis, very heady play, just knowing that he's got to make sure he pulls Furman to him so that shot blocker's not there for that finish.
Ten-point game. Off the dribble. No, and they will get a whistle and a foul over the top by Malachi Savage.
I've been very impressed by Savage. I know he picked up the foul there, but he's been very, very active, and it has a big effect on this game. It's so important when you have a guy like Furman that you got other guys out there that can make plays happen, and you don't have to just focus on Furman.
Come to the corner. Here's a 3, trying to go back-to-back on baskets by Robert Johnson. Doesn't. Then gets it back and rolls off his shoe. And out of bounds, Pocono Mountain West basketball with under 3 to play. We got about a week or so left in single games, and then after that, we'll have a number of doubleheaders coming your way. Parkland Central on the 25th. We'll have Easton and Peaburg. We'll have Lehighton and Tamaqua. We'll have Northern Lehigh and Palmerton. So a bunch of basketball still to go here in the regular season. Wow, that is a great shot by Furman. He's got 4 in the quarter, 16 for the game.
Yeah, when he's able to knock down jump shots, it really opens things up. And the biggest thing when he can get into a rhythm is that nobody can block his shot. So when he's shooting jump shots, he's not going to be affected by anybody getting a hand on him.
Justin Love, that's his first. Team's 4th in the half.
Canaries would love to get within single digits before halftime and then kind of regroup in the locker room. Only 13 points to show here. Furman will take the rebound. And down to about 150. Furman again, that shot doesn't go, ball loose, and it'll picked up here by Ellis. Ellis has Furman, waits, comes to the corner. Again, gets altered each and every time, and they will get a blocking foul.
Yeah, I think he slid under him just a little bit there, but he was in good position to take that charge. Ellis really wanted that 3 in transition. He did not think Furman was going to come out and contest it, but he did come out and contest it. He got caught in the air a little bit. You can tell Ellis really wants to try to get into a rhythm, but they're just making it so challenging for him.
So Leandro Pena averages 9.8. He has 3 points. Make it 4. Cuts the lead to 11.
Yeah, Allen's doing a great job of fighting and hanging in there. You know, if it weren't for that stretch that Furman went on there a little bit, it'd be a much closer game.
He scored 8 straight and 2 threes.
Allen's able to set their press here a little bit now, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging to get the ball up the floor, get the ball in. Almost had a steal there.
Yeah, I want to thank Randy Attia for his hospitality here. They get it inbound to Furman. Furman, pass that one across to Pagan. It could have been a walk there.
Yeah, it looked like he moved his feet there.
Now driving through. Lots of patience here for West. That's one of the shots maybe he does not want to take. Just aired it up there. Gives an opportunity for Allen to cut right back into this one. Doesn't go, but he'll send Pena to the free throw line again.
Again, attacking early, that early offense, so that Furman can't affect the play is huge. So they're able to get to the line here again. So 2 big foul shots here.
Yeah, and you only have 15 points, and we said it. Anytime you can cut into this lead, it's huge considering you've been outplayed the entire first half.
Yeah, and Allen's making it tough for Pocono Mountain West. Like that shot there on the other end by Furman was forced. I think if he would have taken another dribble, he would have been able to get all the way to the bucket. So Allen's really fighting. You know, they get a couple big shots to go down. They're right back in it.
So 1 of 2 from Pena, who's at about 80% from the free throw line on the season. Cuts the lead at 25-16.
And here's Allen. Allen's able to set their defense again here.
Almost get the steal. Instead, it's Furman. Furman has a player on the wing. Will go that route. No, ball loose, pops around. Allen will get it right back again. So a golden opportunity there for Pocono Mountain West. They couldn't convert. Allen will try on the other end. They'll move the ball effectively around. Here's Pena for 3. No. Ball loose, goes to Furman.
That was great ball movement, really quality shot. Those are the ones that they need to start to fall. But making the extra pass, getting wide open shots, Allen did a good job there in transition.
If you're wondering, next shot for either team will put you in the bonus. Here we have about 30 seconds left on the clock. A 9-point game. Right through the defense, and in for 2 is Pagan.
Been really impressed with Pagan's ability to control this game. He can really handle the basketball, get Pocono Mountain West into the sets they want to be in and play at the pace they want to. Right there, huge bucket at the end of the quarter here.
Final 8 seconds. Ellis gets a look. That ball bounces around. They'll air it up. It counts if it goes. It does not. And the half comes to a close, up by 11. It's 27-16 in favor of Pocono Mountain West.
Pocono Mountain West will get the ball to start the third quarter.
And Coach coming over to talk to Derek Moore, our sideline reporter. And with that, we go down to Derek Moore. Derek?
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys. Coach, thoughts on the first half so far?
I thought we played really well defensively. One of our keys here was to limit Ellis's touches. I think we've done a pretty good job of that so far. That's why the score is so low, obviously. I mean, I think anytime you can take one of the best players in the state out of a game, you should be okay at half. We're okay at half right now. We got to obviously continue to limit his touches and make him drive and take hard twos, really tough twos for the second half.
What do you need to do in the second half to secure a win here at Allen?
I think we need to take care of the ball first and foremost. They're small. They're gonna start flying around and pressing us most likely. I'm assuming in the second half. So we're gonna have to take care of the basketball and just try to be as solid defensively as possible. Keep getting Christian touches where he's effective.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Yep.
All right, Derek Moore, great job with with Coach Williams there at the half. 27-16 is your score at the break, and we will be back right after this. You're watching D11sports.com, our game of the week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
Back here at the half, 27-16 your score. Al DiCarlo, Ben Tanis, Derek Moore down on the court with the athletic director here from Allen in Randy Attia. Derek?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Allen, athletic director, Randy Attia. Thanks for your time. So recently you guys made all the Dud Snyder Way stuff. What went into that planning, and how long was that process for you?
Well, it's been a long process, Derek. Since Coach really retired, we knew that we needed to honor him in some way. At the last year with the COVID season and the pandemic really starting, we really couldn't do a whole lot. So this year we wanted to make sure that we capitalized off the opportunity of having people back in the gym and being able to celebrate him. And it's just well deserved. He's done so much for the school, for the community. There's no better person that we could think of to honor.
What does he mean to a program like Allen? He was a coach for over 20 years. He was teaching here. What does it mean to have a person like him in this program and still be involved in the school and still be involved with the community as well?
Coach Snyder at his core is a teacher, right? So just to have somebody like him to still be around and be able to, Doug Snyder way, the whole idea of it is just that when you walk through the gym, it's a reminder. It's a reminder to do things the right way, treat people the right way, work as hard as anybody. Those are things that Coach Snyder stood for, and those are things that we get to now be reminded of every time the kids walk through the gym.
You mentioned you wanted to do it last year. What does it mean for you to finally be able to do it this year in more of a normal athletic season?
Yeah, we just wanted people to be here. I mean, last year we weren't, because of the spectator guidance, the guidance that we had with spectators and not being able to have people here. So to have more people here to be able to see it and celebrate it. It's also our 100th year of Allen basketball, so it kind of tied in well for us to celebrate that along with it. So it just made sense for us.
Absolutely. Coach Snyder was also a very good basketball coach. I meant a lot to this community. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Derek.
Al, back up to you guys.
Great job, Derek, on the interview, and Randy Attia always, we love having him on anytime, and everything you do for Doug Snyder, and all the years that he's, been a coach here, and they don't honor me like Al DiCarlo way. I don't know. I don't have no credibility, I guess, huh?
I just don't think you get accolades. You don't get the win-loss record. You don't have that as a broadcaster. So you don't have that concrete evidence there.
All right. No, I tried. I was just thinking about it. We're at the half. It's 27-16. Take you through the scoring first. Pagan has 6. Love with 1. Davon Smith has 2. 2 points for Malachi Savage. How about right now? 16 points. 12 of those 60 come in the first half. 8 rebounds, 2 block shots, and I threw in that 1 assist, by the way, for Christian Furman. For Allen right now, Vigo has 3. Ellis has been held scoreless. His average is almost 23 points a game. 2 points for Dimitri Rogers, 5 points for Pena, Robert Johnson with 2, and 4 points for Darius Brandt to cap off the scoring here in the first half. Your thoughts on the first half?
I thought it was a good game, and we had that stretch by Furman that really made this lead, and then it's kind of just been played to a draw up until this point. So that outside of that stretch, I really think that Allen has been playing well. They're getting open shots. They're just not knocking them down yet, and I think as the game goes on, I think they hit 1 or 2 of those shots, they're going to be able to change this momentum. You see Ellis has no points, but that's not indicative of the way that he's played so far. He's been, when he gets the ball in his hands, he can get any shot he wants. He's able to shake his defenders. He just hasn't had any go down yet. So I think maybe if Coach Braswell here can set up some more isolations, get the ball in his hands more, maybe even just start offense with the ball in his hands, they might be able to create a couple more opportunities to be able to get his confidence going.
Well, down by 11, 27-16 is your score in favor of Pocono Mountain West. We are at the half, so glad you could join us here on D11sports.com. Our Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Back after this.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
Hey, again.
We are back, 2:18 on the clock. Take a look at some highlights here for you.
All right, here's a look at a couple plays in the first half. There's a missed floater, but there's Furman be able to clean it up. He's just so long. He's able to get to every rebound and keep it above where anybody else can get it. Here's Allen in transition. Great behind the back pass. Good finish. Those are the kind of plays they need to continue to look for here in the second half, trying to get out on that break and finish it off. Here's another fast break opportunity. Great Euro step. And a good finish before Furman can get down the floor.
So 27-16, you saw the outside threat as well by Furman, just showing it, and that's been pretty impressive without question. You start shooting that shot, you know, Allen's going to have the hands full here in the second half.
Yeah, and he's out there right now warming up, shooting that range again. You know, if he can keep that going, that's another added dimension that just makes not just him, but that entire Pocono Mountain West team difficult to defend. See if Allen can continue to create pressure on scores, create pressures by being able to double team, triple team early, and force Pocono Mountain West out of their comfort zone.
So 27-16 as we get ready for, and these are in the division, not in the conference. So, you know, West is 4-0, obviously 7-0 in overall. Bethlehem Catholic leading with Nazareth at 3-0. We saw Nazareth the other day against Stroudsburg. Central Catholic just beating Allen. You see where Allen falls right there. But, again, when you put it in, you see the 8 teams that get into the tournament a little bit different. Obviously, you're playing for the East Penn Conference tournament first, and then you're playing to get into the district tournament. And, you know, both of these teams have some you know, big thoughts, you know, here moving through.
Yeah, and Pocono Mountain is in a good situation right now. Allen is right there. So you look at the West. That West is just brutal. I mean, those teams are all at the top of their standings for District 11 rankings outside of Whitehall. So that West side is just really, really challenging. So this is a big game for Allen if they can try and get back into it and steal this game.
Underway here in the second half, 27-16. As they go inside to Furman.
Sent a late double team there, still was able to kick out. Great job up front in the post to make that turnover happen.
That one too hard off the window. Second effort, and they get a push from behind.
Yeah, there's a great job by Johnson there, really battling with Furman, able to get the turnover and then sprint back, be able to cause an offensive foul, or over the back call on Pocono Mountain.
So the free throw line is Robert Johnson, misses on the first. Johnson at 50% coming in, 9 of 18. Second one is no good. Here's Pagan. Inside, ball loose. That one knocked away. Apologize, been calling him Pagan. Try to get those pronunciations early on in the game. And we're hearing it's Pagan. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Butchered that name, and he's been handling the basketball, doing a great job. Is Pagan.
Whistle and a foul here in the opening minute.
And there's Allen trying to get the basketball to Ellis early and being able to kind of give him a dribble handoff so that he doesn't have to work so hard getting open off of Savage's tough defense.
One minute in, Ellis drives through on the kick out. They go to the corner. Here's a three. That one is good. Great movement of the basketball to Dimitri Rogers, his 5th three-pointer of the year.
Here's Allen pressing again, and Ellis initiating that offense. Having the basketball in his hands earlier is really going to help.
Furman gets a rebound off his miss.
So here we're going to see Ellis draw 3 guys, kick out. Great reversal of the basketball to a wide open shooter. And those are the kind of shots that they got to continue to hunt down and take them with confidence. On the other end, Furman just is able to get offensive rebounds at will.
So 6:35 on the clock.
Again, Johnson working his butt off to try to make things difficult for Furman.
That shot high off the glass doesn't go. Rebound. And here comes the Panthers again in transition. Pagan trying to make something happen through the defense. Nothing there. They'll kick it back to the baseline and restart. Thought about it.
Johnson got out there a little quicker this time. Make sure to get a hand there. Alter that shot.
Little floater in the lane. No good. Rebound. Second effort by Furman.
Again, just so impressive that every time he gets a rebound, he keeps it high. I even think he got hit in the head twice there and was able to finish.
Double-double, 18 points, 12 rebounds. We're early in the third. Found a little seam and scores. There's Eli Vigo. He's got 5.
Great finish. When Ellis doesn't have the basketball, Vigo's got to be the guy to be able to create something and make something happen.
Here's Ellis off the steal. No. Ball loose. And the Panthers now in transition. 1-on-2 the other way. That one won't drop. Allen now an opportunity to cut in the lead. They're down by just 8. Oh, nice pass through 2 defenders. And a whistle and a foul.
Great pass, great catch through that traffic. I can't believe he was able to hang on to that one there. That shot would have went for Ellis. That would have been huge. That would have cut it here to 5, and they would have had some momentum going. That pace is the pace that Allen wants for this game moving forward.
Corner, and there it is. Ellis. His 37th three-pointer of the season cuts the lead to 5. Here comes Allen.
Yeah, that was a great shot there. The previous play, look at this. He gets a pump fake in, gets to set his feet, shoot his shot at his pace, and that's when he's going to get his confidence. The 3 before that he missed badly, he just sped it up. And I think once he can play at his pace, we're going to be able to see a lot more of that.
Oh, we're seeing a lot more of this. Dave Micah is on right there. He's at the table. See, he's supposed to be doing some paperwork there. I don't know what he's doing. Look, there's no numbers being driven there. He's just sitting there.
He's just that advanced. He's already ahead of the game. He knows what he's doing out there. Looks so comfortable.
Great job by Dave Micah working with our student reporters each and every time and getting those articles in. And our student program continues to grow. Since we last spoke, we got a couple of new students on board. From Liberty High School, adding Freedom High School as well, and just continue to get our student program, going with over 23 school districts now participating. We're trying to get all of them on board, give them the opportunity to take part in this. From the corner, that shot will not drop. Chance for Allen to really cut into the 5-point lead and bring this one right back. Low-scoring game, 29-24.
Really impressed with Allen being able to stick with their plan and know that they're going to be able to get their runs going. Ellis is so quick.
Ooh, this is a tough call.
Yeah, it looked like their feet got tangled up. Looked like a foul, but we got to move on to the next play.
So Pocono Mountain West will take over with 4:30 on the clock as they inbound. Allen, again, you talked about the pressure. They're doing a great job of making West really earn it from here.
And now Allen's trying to do something similar that Pocono Mountain is doing with Ellis. They're trying to keep Pagan with the ball out of his hands because they can tell he's the one that's going to break their pressure, so they're trying to make somebody else handle.
Well, we get in that situation where we talked about a couple weeks ago, where you're going to be here, which way is this going to go by the end of the third. Allen can cut into that lead, or will it be going back up to double digits? We shall see. Furman eyes up another three. That one's short off the front of the rim, slapped away. It'll be Allen basketball.
Yeah, coaches always talk about the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, and Allen's done a great job of making this game to their liking. So now they got to see if they can finish the quarter off here with these next 4 minutes, see if they have enough energy to keep it going.
That's a tough shot for Ellis. No, once and done. Pagan with the rebound. A little bump and go. Down to Furman. That one slapped away. 4-on-2 for the Canaries. Over to Ellis. Waits, assess, and scores.
Good finish there in transition. Vigo did a great job of making sure he hung on to that basketball until he had an open player.
Another steal by Allen, but they go out of bounds. But boy, the spark and the mo is going over to the Canaries.
Yeah, I've been very impressed by Darius Brandt coming to this game and not giving an inch to Furman, really pressuring him and making things tough for him, especially in these handled situations when they're pressing.
Yeah, Brandt standing in around 6'3", so giving up some size, but doing his part. Get the ball in. Ellis tight on Pagan. Over to Furman. They're really working Furman much harder than they were. And Furman with a good look. That one slapped away. And then Pagan will visit the free throw line. Great job defensively. You just mentioned his name, Darius Brandt.
Yeah, they did a good job, of doubling there. So here comes Vigo again, just making sure he's waiting until he gives Ellis a chance to be able to finish that, and he just is able to finish right under Pagan. That previous possession, though, that double team was on there for what seemed like forever, and Furman had the awareness to be able to find the open guy and had some poise there while he had that double team all around him.
Pagan makes the first. Pagan averages just over 10 points a game. He has 7. Good free throw shooter as well, coming in at 70%. Last year, this team 8-1, 9-2. They beat Emmaus, lost to Allen 80-67 in districts. Allen eventually winning the championship at the PPL Center, place where Pocono Mountain West would like to be this year and then some.
Yeah, the name we haven't said yet is Love's name. Love's been having a great year, and he's got to make an impact on this game as that secondary scorer for Pocono Mountain West.
Yeah, and Love loves the corner. Shot, no good. They get it back. So all of a sudden, Allen is starting to control the rebounding edge on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, they got a lot of energy. They're flying everywhere to that basketball.
16 feet out. That one's short. Doesn't go for Brandt.
And that'd be big if Brandt could knock one of those down, because that would have to pull Furman out from inside that paint.
Whistle and a foul. Pagan to another trip to the free throw line. And a school record 43 points, 15 rebounds, 8 block shots versus Pocono Mountain East.
And on the other end, Allen had another good look. They just need a few more of those to fall down. They get a couple threes, 2, 3 threes here in these closing moments. It's going to be a different ball game.
Second one no good. A 6-point game, 32-26.
Here's Ellis with a chance to initiate offense again.
Patience here by Allen.
Tried to run Ellis off a double screen on the baseline there, and he just couldn't get open.
Oh, a nice little seam, and then a quick pass across. Great look by Vigo to Brandt.
Great patience by Vigo, making sure to pull Furman over so that Grant could finish that off. Grant's playing with a lot of heart right now. Here comes the penetration from the lefty. Just a little hesitation. He's able to pull Furman over. A great finish by Grant.
Man, the big thing right now, Brandt, yeah, he's got the 6 points. He's playing aggressive, but maybe too aggressive. He just got his third foul and, take a seat on the bench.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing. When you play with that much emotion, you got to be able to kind of control it when you're on that defensive end so you don't pick up those fouls. Play with the emotion, but play smart. It's a challenging thing to do.
They've held Furman in check. Furman gets a rebound. That shot doesn't go. Furman gets another rebound and then steps on the line.
He just takes up so much space with his physicality and his length that the ball just seems to fall to him. It doesn't look like he's even working for it, but he's putting in a lot of effort before the ball comes to him to be able to make sure that he's there for the rebounds. His understanding of positioning, where the shot's going to fall is huge.
Lost the handle. Did Ellis.
It's a great crossover, though, to get himself open. He just fumbled it when he went up for the shot or the pass. He's got to stay with it, stay positive. He really is creating things for his team.
.117 on the clock.
Call timeout. Yep, there it is.
St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, covering 8 counties, and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. As always, I want to thank Ken Sidlow, John Hoff, Greg Lay, everyone at St. Luke's, as we continue to build our D11 sports program. Bron Holland, I'm sure, is watching at home, and having an opportunity to take in the games. Loved having him on. The size, he just brought so much to the table. You bring something different to the table as well, and the knowledge that you guys have because you see it every day. As a coach, I've been broadcasting over 25 years. I see it in one way, but you guys have, all the other views and vantage points of all that, and that's what I appreciate the most when you get a good color guy, and they do a great job on that. The color commentating is impressive, and I appreciate your efforts coming on board this year as Ellis buries a 3.
Well, I've loved it, but again, you can see Ellis there. Just that pump fake slows him down a little bit, and then he's able to shoot the ball smoothly. And now it's a 1-point game.
Wow, 32-31. A lead as high as a dozen.
Pocono Mountain has picked up the pressure on the defensive end, and Allen has done a great job of being able to handle the basketball and handle that pressure.
Pagan for 3 would be big. No, they get it right back. Here's Love. You talked about him before. And Justin Love, his 37th three-pointer of the year, but his first of the game.
Yeah,
could be the X factor.
It seemed like it was just a matter of time until he made his imprint on this game here. Coach Braswell talked about it before the game, about how it's so difficult to handle Furman, but if they can limit Love and Pagan, that's a huge help. And there he was, able to knock down a big 3.
Try to fly one through there.
Yeah, that pump fake again is huge. Ellis is working really, really hard to get open. I'm really impressed with how Pocono Mountain has been able to switch screens and really make it tough for him to catch the basketball.
2 seconds, we have to air one up, and it will count, but does not go on the 3. But we've got a game from 12. It's cut now to 4, 35-31. Hang on to your seats for the fourth quarter. Allen, Pocono Mountain West, right here. Our D11sports.com game of the week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you. earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great health care, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever. At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
We are back, 35-31, and Ben, guess what? We've got a game.
Yeah, we do, and Allen really dominated that third quarter playing the way that they wanted to. Furman got a ton of touches in the first half. In the second half, they've really made it difficult for him to even catch the basketball. In the first half, they were letting him catch it and then double. Now they're kind of fronting the post and making it difficult for him to even get the ball to start.
Underway here in the fourth quarter. Darnell Braswell off his seat. Vigo.
I love the pace at which he plays with. He really is able to just wait to get his opening. Great little shot there. 2-point game now. And if you're Pocono Mountain, when you had the win or when it seemed like you were going to be running away with a win at halftime, now they got a little bit more pressure. A 2-point game makes it even more challenging to play. Start getting into your own head. Hopefully they can get something going here to swing things around.
18 points, 15 rebounds. But they've done a great job with him in the second half.
Yeah, Al, has he even scored yet in the second half here?
Yes, scored 2.
There again, really to front the post and having somebody behind so they can't lob it into him.
Now, maybe it's too early to say this, and I always wait to like the 4-minute mark, but I'm looking at the foul situation right now. 5-4 right now. How much is that coming into play in a game that's only 2 points now when you think about it?
Well, it's huge. We always looked at fouls early on. We wanted to be able to get into that bonus early in the first or in the fourth quarter. So that we would be able to make some easy points at the foul line.
Nice feed underneath. Ellis had 0 at the half, had 8 in the third. They go for the steal. Ellis gets it right back. Ellis will go straight up with it and go to the free throw line. Tied at 35, Allen with a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight.
Well, you see some great coaching here. They were denying Ellis the basketball, so they pulled everybody high, and they had a chance to make sure that they could get the back cut without Furman there. That was great. It's impressive to be able to try to make those matchups, in the flow of the game, and the Allen coaching staff was able to do that there. They had whoever Furman was guarding have the basketball in his hands so that he wouldn't be back there to disrupt things, and Pocono Mountain was still pressuring the basketball, able to get that backdoor cut. That was huge.
Well, if you're just joining us here on D11sports.com, Al DeColo, Ben Tanis, Derek Moore with you. It was an 8-0 run that led to a 16-7 lead for Pocono Mountain West in the first quarter, 27-16 at the half, and 35-31 after 3, after Allen put together themselves a nice run, about a 10-3 run at one stretch, and right now they just tied it up and on the free throw line to try to take the lead. If you're watching us here on Saturday afternoon, we'll be back in action on Tuesday. We'll travel to Freedom, get a chance to see Joe Stellato's team taking on Jeff Jones' Whitehall Zephyrs, and then on Thursday we will be at Southern Lehigh for a great matchup between two of the top teams in the Colonial League, Notre Dame and Southern Lehigh. Again, if you want to watch us on D11sports.com, it's there for you, right there. And Dave again does a great job, not only with tweeting some stuff and everything else, but again, our student program continues to grow, and we appreciate all the athletic directors helping us out. One in particular here in Randy Attia, does a great job of promoting our product as well, and we want to do that from all the schools. As they help us, we help them, and giving the opportunity to these students to really see what D11 sports is all about. We have 3 students that are at Syracuse University, which is pretty impressive, not because it's D11, but because they learned in the classroom and what they did and had opportunity with us as well. I want to give a shout out to Mike Del Grosso, the fine athletic director also at Pocono Mountain West. And then, of course, all the athletic directors and actually all the officials for Officials Appreciations Week. So 2 for 2 for Ellis. Again, 0 at the half for Ellis. He's got a dozen. Allen has the lead, 37-35.
And for a player like Ellis, when he gets to see the ball go in the net, that's all he's going to need to be able to go on a run.
You mentioned Furman. They've done a tremendous job on him.
Allen is everywhere right now. They are rotating like crazy, flying to the basketball, helping each other out if somebody gets beat. They're keeping this pressure up for the entire court.
So with Brandt out of the game, Robert Johnson is all over Furman right now. Talking about not releasing, but when I say that, it'll release someone else. And we are tied once again on the basket by Davon Smith.
Yeah, we're seeing some great X's and O's here from both coaches. That was an incredible inbounds play where they had Furman curl, and almost the entire Allen team went with him, and they had a curl right behind Furman to be able to get that layup there. Excellent X's and O's from both coaches. And execution from both teams.
3-point play, and Pocono Mountain West is back on top. 38-37 is your score. Here's Vigo. Ellis thought about it. They feed the corner. Now driving through. Well, you go in there, you see 6'10". With the hand up, it's like 10'6". It changes your mind. Good defense, rebound, second effort, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Allen, when they get into the paint, if they're playing anybody else, those shots are probably going up, and Furman's making them think twice about them. Kind of changes the way that Allen normally would have played.
And we go back to the first quarter, and Furman just was having his way. Scored a dozen points, had 2 3-pointers in the mix, was really untouchable, but they have changed the defense on them by collapsing a couple players and doing their job. You're saying really making him work for everything he has to.
Yeah, and that wears on you too. So, coming into the fourth quarter here, he obviously looks like he's in great shape, but still, when you got to take that beating constantly, you wonder if you're going to be able to have it, to be able to put down 2 foul shots, at a stage of the game like this. In the first quarter, he went 2 for 2. There he just went 0 for 2. Legs might be tiring.
They missed 2 free throws, but they still lead by 1, 38-37.
And now here's exactly what you talked about. They're at 8 here, so he's going to the line for 1-and-1 because they have to be so physical with him. So they're going to have to, try to play a little bit more foul-free with them in the bonus.
Misses the 1-and-1, so 3 straight misses for Furman gives Allen the opportunity to regain the lead here. Under 6 to play. Ellis gets bumped off the ball after making the pass.
It's just incredible how much ground Savage was able to cover there. Ellis lost him, and he was still able to get back and get a hand in his face, so he couldn't shoot that.
Ellis waits, sends that one across. That one may have gotten a little deflection.
Again, great pass. Be able to pull Furman out. Needed that finish from Johnson.
West holding on to a 1-point lead. They were up by as many as 12. Great look here at a 3. That one just not going to go for Justin Love. They get it back again. They'll reset over to Pagan. Huge rebound. And it wasn't Furman.
Yeah, that shot was just off the mark there by Love. Seemed like it slipped out of his hands just a little bit.
And the roll! So Pagan gets the roll and a big shot.
That was a great finish there by Pagan. They ran a double screen and roll with their 2 top scorers. And that drew everybody there, leaving the lane open for Pagan to drive. They run a double ball screen, so you got Furman that has a chance to roll to the bucket, but he actually sets a back screen for Love, and that draws everybody to Love because they know what he can do from the three-point line. They left a lot of room for Pagan to be able to explore.
40-37, trying to add to the lead, make it 4. He does. (41-37). Back in the game is Brandt. Allen will reset their offense here.
And you can see what Pocono Mountain is doing with Brandt. They're just leaving him out there so that Furman can stay in there.
We thought about it was going to go straight up. Loses the basketball. And we'll go the other way, to the corner. Looking at 3, no. Back of the rim, doesn't go for Justin Love. Here's Brandt, he'll go up. And that one taken away. Will they give him? They will. So they'll count goaltending there.
I mean, even though it's goaltending, still impressive to see how high up he can get.
So Brandt with 2 more, he's got 8, 41-39. I'll tell you what, the intensity and the fire is really, really picking up here at Allen High School.
Ellis just stepped out of bounds, and that was going to be another layup for Allen. The intensity of this game is fantastic.
What'd you say? You like the goaltending, even though it's a goaltending. You like just anything comes over that backboard that hard, right?
Yeah, it was just crazy to see how high up he could get.
Even I can get up that high now.
No,
on my shoulder.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe with the trampoline.
Inside 4 minutes.
Run a little isolation play here.
Furman.
For Furman, but they're everywhere.
That's a tough one, but, and Ben, you'll know this one. He's going to look and say, what? When you start leaning over, and your hands are not straight up, they're going to catch you sometimes, and they did there. That's the 4th foul.
Yeah, and they've already done their job. I mean, they forced him away from the basket. They had a double team him on, and they didn't need to swing down or anything. They just had to wait for him to get rid of the basketball, but now he's got another opportunity, and it's not 1-and-1 anymore. It's double bonus, so he's got 2 shots here.
Yeah, again, just at 54% on the season. Has really struggled at the free throw line.
Yeah, and obviously he can shoot. He showed us what he could do in the first quarter there with his outside shooting. So, here it just might be a mental type thing. But if he can get that into the 70% range, that's going to make things even more challenging for his defenders.
Second one is good. So first points of the 4th quarter for Furman. He's got 19 points, unofficially 17 rebounds, 3 block shots. And it's a 3-point lead, 42-39.
It's a big possession here for Allen. Here again, they're going with 4 high.
With the ball. Allen in no rush. Want to make sure that every possession matters. Nice dish across. That one slapped down. Another block shot on the attempt by Robert Johnson.
His ability to help and then recover to that shot. Just the ground that he can cover is amazing. There's that same double screen play. Looked like Love made it traveled out of there. Got away with one.
Yeah, that was really close. Inside 3 minutes. It's a tough shot, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Allen's playing so hard, but those are the kind of plays. They force him into a tough pull-up there, and bailed him out by fouling him.
Makes another free throw. 4 points in the quarter now, 13 for the game. Little by little, that lead's starting to increase again here for Pocono Mountain West.
Ellis is just so difficult to contain full court there. As good as the job as Savage has been doing, Ellis just moves so fluidly, and he's got that ball on a string when he's handling the basketball.
Tradition for both of these two teams, and boy, if this is any indication on what the rest of the season is going to look like, pretty impressive in the East Penn Conference, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of big games coming up down this stretch here in January.
Ellis doesn't get the roll. Davon Smith with another rebound, doing a great job. He averages 4 rebounds, and he's up over that so far this afternoon.
Yeah, when you look at Pocono Mountain West, you think about Furman, but they got almost all the pieces they need to make a really good run. They got guys that can handle, guys that can knock down shots, guys that can defend and rebound, just like you mentioned there. They are more than just Furman. They are a solid team.
St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 200,000 student enrollment and 40,000 student athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, covering 8 counties and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. So glad you could join us here for our D11Sports.com Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Here on D11Sports.com, it was 16-7 after 1, Pocono Mountain West, 27-16 at the half, 35-31 after 3. Allen did take the lead with 7 minutes on the clock as they went up 37-35. And really the difference maker for Allen, besides the defense and the play of Darius Brandt, has been the second half elevation from Nate Ellis. Has had 0 at the half and now has 12 points.
Yeah, trying to keep a guy like him contained for an entire game is a challenge. And they did a great job on him in the first half, but he's getting a couple more shots here, a couple more looks, a couple more touches in the second half.
Pocono Mountain West ball.
43-39.
Big possession for both teams here.
Great move by Pagan. But
drive. They got numbers ahead.
Yeah, here's Ellis. Here's where Ellis is dangerous. Thought about it, couldn't get the ball out of his hands.
They have good patience by Allen there. They could have shot early there, but they didn't have anything good, so they were able to hang on to for a little bit, and now we're in the 1-and-1. So we saw Pocono Mountain not be able to convert when they had their 1-and-1 chances. Let's see if Allen can do so.
So the free throw line is Vigo. And can't convert. And we start talking about the free throw line. There it is. 1:41 the clock. They go for the steal and a whistle on a foul.
Yeah, Al, it's like you can see into the future. You're talking about the fouls early on, and it's playing out big here in the fourth quarter. So who's going to be able to finish at the foul line?
Pagan had 13. To the free throw line. And that one no good. Well, I have the exact numbers, how they are on the free throw line, but they've struggled here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, both teams kind of have, Pocono Mountain has had more opportunities at the foul line, but they're not capitalizing right now.
Second one is good. 44-39. Timeout with 1:35 on the clock.
William Allen calls a full
In the
timeout.
battle.
Full timeout.
We go through the scheduling here for Allen. Before the loss to Central, where they lost 63-57, they had won 6 in a row. They beat Liberty, Muhlenberg, Easton, Whitehall, Pleasant Valley, and East Stroudsburg South. That being said, what's ahead for them? They got Northampton, Church Farm, Whitehall, Parkland, Deerfield, Emmaus, Central, and Northampton close out. Again, you'll go to February 7th. Again, if there's makeups, depending on what happens, obviously with the scheduling, we don't know. It always comes into play, with the weather as well, coming over the week. Schools close on Monday, a little bit different coming through. For Pocono Mountain West, they lost the first game of the year to Lower Merion, 63-61. Then they ran off 3 in a row. They lost to Reading in the Reading tournament, 62-50. They beat Parkland, beat Stroudsburg, beat Freedom. We were supposed to play Constitution, didn't play that one. They beat Emmaus by 10, and then they beat East. Coming up for them after this one, they get Pleasant Valley, Deerfield, Nazareth, Stroudsburg, Easton, East Stroudsburg North and South, East again, Parkland once more time, and then Pleasant Valley. You could circle that 2-6 game against Parkland. I think everybody would be playing at their peak at that point in time, getting ready for the East Penn Conference tournament.
Yeah, that'll be a good playoff test for both those teams.
Speaking of playoff tests, we feel it right here. Starting to feel it right now and see what happens. Again, the free throw line could play a factor. Let's see what Allen has in him and see if West can hold that lead and pull out the victory on the road. 1:30 on the clock. Move it around to Vigo. Vigo drives over Furman, waits, he thought about it. And then we'll bring it back. A 3, wow. I mean, that is such a tough shot by Ellis.
I mean, it's incredible how quickly he was able to do that double between the legs dribble, and looks like they might turn it over here. They do.
They get the steal going right up, and one, count it. The big bucket by Leandro Pena. That's woken up the crowd here at Allen for sure. We are tied at 44. Allen with a chance to take the lead. All yours. Take a look.
So here on the inbounds, Furman's away from the basket. They are able to get the turnover, go right to the bucket, not give him a chance to get down there, and being able to finish without him in there. We got a 3-point play here. One heck of a finish with a minute to go.
So Pena at 80% on the season. He's made 3 free throws so far tonight. This to give Allen the lead, and does.
Big hit. Let's see if Allen continues with this pressure, and it looks like they're going to continue with the pressure.
Here we go. Hope you're enjoying this one at home. Where's the popcorn? You may need it.
All right, a little less pressure here from Allen. They're not going to extend as much with a minute to go. Try to make Pocono Mountain work for it. Here's Pagan coming up.
Pagan with the basketball down to 54 seconds. Pagan going to drive through, nothing there, spins back out to Furman. And you can hear it from the crowd, and not a packed house by any means, but boy, it's loud in here. Here's Pagan with 41 seconds. That one gets slapped away. Allen goes for the steal, they don't get it. They go to the corner. Pagan drives through and will try to go to the free throw line. No, they'll call offensive foul.
That's a big call, big toughness for Allen, standing in there and taking that charge.
So offensive foul called, and we got 32 seconds on the clock, 32.9 to be exact.
Now Pocono Mountain's going to have to pressure a little bit. It's the first time really that they've been down all game.
Quick passing by Allen, a nice dish across on the reverse. Good by Vigo.
And you can see Allen's used to playing that style of basketball. They were able to go right through that and get a layup.
Allen up by 3, 47-44. 13 seconds on the clock. Here's Love with the basketball down to 7.
They're going to let him play here. Love's going to have to find a 3.
Love will air it up. Doesn't go. Ball loose. And Allen comes up with a huge victory. Wow, what a victory. 47-44. Allen only led on a couple of occasions tonight. And the Allen Canaries get the victory tonight, 47-44. All you can say right there is what a win by the Canaries. in this one. And boy, oh boy, these teams can't wait to see each other again.
Yeah, I mean, that was incredible toughness by Allen. Hanging in there the whole time. They were getting beat and just fighting like crazy. And for it to come down to the last minute for them to come up with the win. I mean, Pocono Mountain West, like you said, for sure, they want to see Allen again because they want this game back. And this was the only regular season matchup, so the only other time they'll see each other is either in the league playoffs or the district playoffs. But big win for Allen, after losing kind of a heartbreaker to Central earlier in the week.
Wow, huge victory there, without question. Coach going in, going to talk to his team, then we'll get him afterwards. Wow, I'll tell you what, 47-44. Actually, Coach is coming over right now to talk to Derek Moore in the victory, and Derek Moore is ready, and he has Coach right now. We'll go down to Coach. Here we go.
Here with Coach Darnell Bastrop. Coach, you guys were trailing most of the game and finally took the lead late in the fourth quarter. What does it say about your team that never quit, even down double digits?
We showed ourselves against Liberty a few weeks back. We were down 14 or so, and we showed that we could be a resilient team. And we learned from that, and we did the same thing today against a very talented and well-coached Pocono Mountain West Panthers team. Really proud of our guys. Everything is in front of us, but this one feels great. That team is special, and we came back from being down where things couldn't go for us, 16 points in the first half, came back to win. That was special.
Having a player like Nate Ellis come up with some big shots to keep you guys in the game and eventually take the lead, what does it say about him as a leader and as a player of this team?
He's been doing this for 4 years. He's one of the best players in the state of Pennsylvania. He's a winner, and he put his team on his back today. And he had a bad first half where he didn't score, and he made big plays. He was diming people up. Some people missed some layups for him, but he stuck with it. Was encouraging, and in that last timeout I called, he rallied the troops, and they fell forward for him.
Thoughts on your season moving forward? Finally, you guys clinched a district spot today. Thoughts on the season moving forward?
I mean, we're happy, right? One of our goals is checked off today, right? We wanted to get in the district tournament, and now, we got 8 games left to try to earn an EPC bid.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the hard win today. Back up to you guys, Al.
Great job by Derek Moore down on there, grabbing Darnell Braswell right off the bat. They do clinch the district berth. Obviously an opportunity for them to check that off. And we'll take a quick break. I know he's going to talk to Nate Ellis, talk to his team, and then we'll come back. We'll wrap up the scoring. We'll have Nate Ellis for you when we come back. You're watching our D11sports.com Game of the Week presented by St. Luke Sports Medicine. 47-44 right back after this.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
47-44 your final score as we welcome you back here to J. Milosaurus Gymnasium, Don Moyer Court, and get through the scoring here. Eli Vigo with 9-15 for Nate Ellis, all in the second half. He had 3 threes and huge one there as well. Dimitri Rogers finishes with 5, 8 points for Leandro Pena, who came in with the big play as well. Johnson finishes with 2, and then a great effort by Darius Brandt. Offensively and defensively has 8 points and also had some rebounds and really some great defense at the same time. For the Panthers, Pagan will finish with 14. Justin Love goes with 4, 5 points for Davon Smith. Malachi Savage finishes with 2. Furman unofficially 19 points, 17 rebounds, 5 block shots. He had 12 of the 19 in the first half. They really, boxed down on him in the second half. Your thoughts of overall this game, really. Let's start with Allen and what you saw from them.
I think it was just a great high school basketball game on this Saturday afternoon. But, Coach Braswell talked about the resiliency, and that was huge. And you could see it. Everybody that was in this gym could see the resiliency, getting down 10 early, and then being able to fight back with your leading scorer, not really having much to do in it until later into that second half. That resiliency was huge. And, sticking with the game plan, believing in what Coach Braswell is trying to get them to do, believing in each other. That was a huge win for them today.
On the other side, you look at Rich Williams. They're going to come up with a loss, their first loss in league play. But overall, you could see the makings of a very, very, very good basketball team.
Yeah, I actually think this loss is a blessing in disguise. Furman had his way with things early, and then Allen changed things a little bit in the second half. And I think Coach Williams is going to be able to go to the drawing board and say, okay, if they're taking away Furman, we got to be able to run a couple sets to get Love an open shot. Him averaging 17 points and only coming away with 4 tonight, he needs to be able to get a couple more touches or a couple more looks when they're so focused on Furman. So I think they're going to be able to go to the drawing board and make themselves better from this game.
They take you through the scoring how it was. 16-7 after one quarter of play, 27-16, then changed there in the third, 35-31. Allen actually took the lead on the first three by Nate Ellis of not only the game for him, but, of the half after being scoreless in the first half. That gave them the lead 32-31, and it made it 35-31 after three. From there, it was back and forth on a couple of ties. Then Ellis again at the 7-minute mark, they took the lead. It was 37-35, and it went back and forth. And then all of a sudden, that quick shuffle of plays, Ellis and then Pena. And next thing you know, Allen's there, and Allen has the lead. We said they were down by 4, down by 5. The free throw was not kind to both teams, but more maybe not kind to Pocono Mountain West in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think they had the opportunities to pull away with shots from the foul line, and they just weren't able to capitalize on that. And then, you're looking at a minute down 5, and a lot of teams are going to think you're out of it. And Ellis just is able to put on a little bit of a shifty move, create space, and knock down a 3 from deep to make it a 2-point play. And then, 2 seconds later, they get a turnover and an and one, and just like that, it can change from being down 5 to being up 1. That was a huge sequence.
Well, again, Allen next up for them as we wait for our player of the game to come out. Next up for Allen will be Northampton. They'll get Northampton, Church Farm, and Whitehall. The next 3 for them, for Pocono Mountain West. They will come out of this loss on a Saturday. They'll get Pleasant Valley, Deerhoff, and Nazareth, and that should be an interesting matchup with Nazareth. We saw Nazareth play, and Joe Arndt has a very good basketball team again. And as we're waiting on it, an opportunity for us to talk about those teams, when it comes into the East Penn Conference in the tournament, this is going to be whoever gets in. You can see the talent. I mean, you look at Koval, you look at all the different different players out there. There's a key player on each team that really can carry someone. But I mean, not so much when you look at what Ellis can do on one side, Furman and Koval. Those 3 really can guide their team.
Yeah, and it is, you hear those names all the time, but you heard a couple other names tonight. The supporting cast is going to be huge. So talking about Vigo, talking about Darius Brandt, talking about Love and Pagan, those are the guys that are going to have to be able to help out and really play at a more consistent level to be able to be those second pieces to those key names in the area.
And Ben, you only had a couple games in so far, and so far you've had a doozy in this one.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, I've been looking forward to this game, all week. I knew it was going to be a good one. Yeah, I love coming into this gym, so much history, and it's fantastic to be able to see this level of high school basketball and see where we're at in this East Penn Conference.
As a coach, and you're watching, and you're going down to the final stretch, do you feel yourself coaching? Are you while you're talking with us? Is your other part of your head jumping in the air and doing this and saying, all right, well, box, do this. Are you doing both? Can you do that?
Well, it's a struggle to not say what I want to say while coaching. It's different up here. I liked the opportunity to be able to stand, but standing made me feel more like I was coaching it again. And there were those times.
I didn't give you a technical.
Yes,
I didn't even give you a technical.
I was gonna yell at the refs, or I was gonna yell at one of the players for one of the plays they made, and I was able to kind of hold that back.
All right, we're going to take one more quick timeout, and hopefully we can get Ellis coming out. When we come back, we hope to have our player of the game. If not, we'll have him on our social media and Twitter as they'll make his way down to actually, I'm going to keep it right here because Nate Ellis is making his way over to Derek Moore. So Ellis finishes, again, no points in the first half. Ellis goes for 15 in the second half, and he is down right now with our Derek Moore.
Sports player of the game, Nate Ellis. Nate, congrats on the win. Hard-fought win. You kept battling all game through, even trailing by double digits at times. What does it say about the team to be able to keep battling and come away with the win today?
It shows that we got heart. During the beginning of the season, we felt like that we didn't have that, and since we played Liberty, and we showed that we could fight back in games, show our grit, and get back in games. I think since that game, that's been helping us a lot, and it showed here today.
I interviewed your coach today. He said you had a message during one of the timeouts, and you rallied the troops and came away with a W. What exactly did you say to your team, and it propelled them to victory today?
I just told them that we need to find something. We need to find another gear to enter. We need to find another push. And once we find that push, it showed the results of today.
About 8 games remaining. What are you looking forward to most about these next 8 games as you hunt for an EPC playoff spot?
Keep winning and show people that we can win, show people that we could beat high-level teams, and that's what I want to prove.
Congrats, Nate. Back up to you guys, Al.
Thanks a lot. Great job there by Derek Moore. Always like him and have him on board. Again, he is now a freshman at Northampton Community College, one of our D11 Sports Reporter. Continuing on, we'll pull them in and help them out, and some great questions, not only to Nate but also to Coach as well.
Yeah, I think he did a great job, and that's a great quote there. What do we need to keep doing? He just says, keep on winning.
47-44, that is your final score. That'll do it for us, our D11Sports.com Game of the Week. We want to thank Derek Moore down on the floor, Ben Tanis, Dave Micah, Kevin Conley, everyone here for Sports Fan Base Network. I'm Al DeCarlo saying so long on this one. I'm sure we'll see these two teams down the road. I'm sure people want to see these two teams down the road. We'll see what happens. 47-44 is your final score. Allen comes all the way back from 12 down to get the victory. Have a great rest of your afternoon.